Morning, church. My name is Aderinola. I'm going to be taking the focus on the cross for today, titled Thanksgiving, a Product of Reflection. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Psalms 103, verse 2. Do we still remember when Pastor told us to table the requests we had to God during the 2021 crossover service? It seems like it was just yesterday that we all gathered in this auditorium and screamed, Happy New Year. Then in what seems to be a flash, here we are preparing for another year. To some of us, this is a time to reflect on those requests. We bring out our extensive prayer list of everything we wanted God to do for us, and suddenly we remember that only 3 out of my 50 prayer requests for 2022 have been answered, and it's even already December 11th. We begin to have thoughts like, God didn't answer my only prayer request for 2022. The only thing I asked for was just a better job. Some people even go as far as saying, God hasn't done anything for them this year. To those people, I ask, do you know how many others walked the same streets in January but didn't live to see December 11th? Or even, how many people went to bed just last night but aren't alive today? How about the millions of people that lost their jobs? What about those in Ukraine who started this year in their homes but are currently displaced? This is the reason the anchor scripture in Psalms 103, verse 2, commands us to thank the Lord and never take anything for granted. This is the core of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving means to devotedly glorify God by expressing gratitude. It's acknowledging and glorifying the unending goodness of God. Thanksgiving is a product of reflection. So, I'd like us to do some reflection right now. Has God healed you this year? Did you sleep outside in the cold, or do you still have a place to lay your head? Have you been begging to eat, or has God in his infinite mercies provided for you? How about the invisible battles that God fought on your behalf? We are alive and healthy. We can see. We can talk. Our 5 senses work great. We need no machines to breathe, eat, or pass waste. We are of sound mind. Our families are intact. We've had miracle babies. We still have our jobs, gotten promotions, or even better jobs. The sun didn't smite us by day or the moon by night. Some of us even drove into church this morning in our own cars. We're not on government assistance. Instead, we assist the government with our taxes. The country we live in hasn't been devastated by war. We ignore all these benefits that can't be bought with money, and then believe he hasn't done much more than we ever thought. Or do we think we deserve the blessings due to our hard work, or have paid him equally in tithes and offerings? Brethren, this God has been too good to us. He deserves all the praise and adoration that we can give. Despite our unfaithfulness, he's remained faithful. He's continued to shower his blessing even when we don't deserve them. He's protected us, provided for us, healed us, comforted us. He's remained our shepherd and has never stopped leading us to still and fresh waters. As we focus on the cross this week, please don't think that it's too late for God to step into any situation that you have tabled before him. Matches are still won in their 90th minute. I'm sure that in our reflection, we can remember a time when it looked like all hope was lost and God showed up. He's already said in his word, Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? So, cast your worries aside and approach your Jericho with thanksgiving this morning. Then sit back and watch those walls come down. Thank you and have a thanks-filled week.